Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend, where I think it is somewhat likely that we are going to lose this game. Or rather, I think it is somewhat likely that Red is going to win this game before we can stop them. They've really taken off. I'm very impressed with their growth. I would love to know what Pink was thinking declaring war on them. I think what happened is, Pink just felt like they needed to declare war on somebody, because they were bottled up and they needed more territory. And we did that peace thing, which made Pink not want to declare war on us, and so maybe they just turned around and declared war on their other neighbor, but Pink declaring war on Red may have simultaneously lost Pink the game and won Red the game. I don't know how well they'd be doing without all this extra, or I don't know how viable their victory threat would be without all the extra territory they managed to take. So, if we were going to stop Red from winning, in a universe where we stop Red from winning, how does that go? What is the path from here to there? Well, number one is, I don't think there's any version of this where I win before Red can win. We can't just get there ourselves. We're going to have to interfere. So, military interference is obviously a possibility, although we can see one of Red's armies here. You can see their dervishes have 97 attack and 88 damage. Not great stats, but okay stats as far as killing goes. And their cavalry, which is going to mean it's hard to keep them out of our lines. And they actually have pretty considerable initiative. And they have 167 defense and 405 life. So they're actually very tough. Now, this army is mostly not dervishes, but you can see, the Bradeki are just as bad. So my suspicion here is that we're going to find ourselves unable to kill their armies. Also, there are a couple levels of military tech ahead of us. They are at least in Era 5, possibly all the way up in Era 6 already. I just don't think we're going to be able to do this, frankly. So, we need more units. If we're going to try this, we need more units. We also need better units. First of all, we don't even have Tier 3 weapons tech. I was kind of hoping... My initial plan, way back when, was to get uncommon armor and then follow that up with rare alloys for offense. At this point, I think it probably is necessary for us to go uncommon alloys instead. Yeah, probably. But unfortunately, technologies are very expensive, right? This is 1958 dust. Now, we are making almost 300 dust a turn. It's not that distant. And when winter ends, we'll be doing even better. Our economy is actually online now, owing significantly to the fact that we are happy rather than completely miserable and rebellious. Do we want to change up our minor faction? We're currently pulling 5 adamantium per turn due to the Silix, and I kind of think we need to keep it that way. Yeah. We're going to need a lot of adamantium. We also need to deal with the Dust to Rust quest, because we cannot afford to equip an army with Dust to Rust active. Fortunately, 40 adamantium has to be donated, and the best contributor will get 50 adamantium. So, if we just turn this all in ourselves, which we can basically do, we are in place to gain tremendously. So, the ruins are way over there in blue territory, I assume. Right here in Himun, that one's not so bad. And in Brenla. Okay, we can do Brenla. So we need somebody over there. Oh, you know what? We probably need Ziema Adya out here running troops too, right? She's in Leold right now. Oh, I kind of want to keep her in Leold for one more turn, though. A little burst of XP off the Tower of the Consecrate. We are going to move our faction quest forward as well. It's very difficult for me to imagine winning a quest victory before Red could win a quest victory since they've already completed the first step. We finished building a Predator here. We just run that Predator out there? Okay, he'll get there next turn. What we should do is have him go and do this, but we should equip Ziema Adya on him before we actually do the turn-ins, because each one of those, I believe, counts as searching a ruin, or rather, you get the XP for searching a ruin. So I think she would get a big XP boost from that. What's our Predator design look like right now? Is it modern? It is not modern. Alright, we can turn this up a little bit. Do we need Sharp Sense? I'm gonna forgo Sharp Sense here. The enemy does have access to ranged units. The roving clans Kasai, we did see one of in the army that we looked at, but I don't think they're going for a lot of ranged units, and I want to keep our cost as low as possible while still, having an effective unit. All right, so we'll take the retrofit here. Move this guy out to here. Next turn, we'll equip Ziema Adya onto this army, and then go do the quest turn in. Okay, I like that. We need to be making units, so our current composition is very ranged unit heavy. We probably need to make some melee. Is our mist design up at tier 3s? Yeah, okay. Build a mist. Oh, also, Red would like to threaten us about their incredibly powerful navy. Don't talk to me about takeover targets. You literally can't declare war on me. That said, they probably have some sense of the fact that I have to declare war on them. Let's get right of way going in this city. And then we got to rebalance our economy a little bit here. So obviously these things are important. How do we want to do this? We probably want the cities near the front to be very industry focused, and the cities behind to be very dust focused, right? We've been running a lot of influence, but I don't know how valuable that is anymore. The game's going to be largely decided by turn 100, I think. Our turn 100 Empire plan has limited value. We'd like to be in the neighborhood of 660 by then. If I pull all these back cities over onto dust, really try to charge up our economy a little bit. We get to plus 389. That's not bad. What about if I move these cities to industry briefly to try to finish the dust refineries? How low can we get the dust refinery times? I kind of like that. 12 turns is a little long. I mean, over here, we're talking about a huge amount of time. They probably want to be working on that anyway. Yeah, that's pretty important. So, I think we can probably save discussion of what went wrong for later, but I definitely have some thoughts on that. We don't have our minor faction in this region pacified. Do I care about that enough to run over and do it? Probably not. Can I not say... Oh, this is a cliff. Oh, I can still pillage from down here. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Do love a good pillage. So we're going to be making dust off of pillages. We're going to be making dust off of this, because each turn-in is 100 dust. It shouldn't actually take us very long to get to uncommon alloys. Who still has movement left? Nobody. Alright. Did I miss one? Oh, Galarath. Galarath is so bad at building things. Yeah. Alright, do that. It's not great. Alright, let's see where our faction quest leads. Okay, winter ending there is probably pretty good for me. The end of winter is strong for us. Pop Ziema Adya over here and get on this. I want to try to get this done before Red contributes to it, because they will. Alright, Ziyama Adya has leveled up twice here. Let's grab Rallying Call, and then, honestly, Ice in the Veins might not be that relevant. Hold on a second before we spend points. The next winter is 2 to 22 turns away, so it's actually going to be soon. Maybe I do want to grab Ice in the Veins then. What I was about to say is, we just came out of winter, so maybe we don't need this. We could go get the next level of Iron Taskmaster instead. But we're 180 XP away from the next level up. The thing is, like, Iron Taskmaster is very good. I'm gonna take it. We'll see if we end up regretting that. Okay, so master additional dark methods. Obtain a total of 30 technologies from... Okay, well, I'm working on it. We did get 500 dust. Oh, it is worth noting. The reward for that quest that we just finished was a 30% reduction in the cost of Era 3 technologies. So this is down to 1371 in cost, and we are at 1227. So next turn we'll be able to buy that. Good siege. Minus 25% dust from hero upkeep in army. I'm assuming that's minus 20. That's minus 25% upkeep. All right. What else do we want to do here? We kind of want to just keep like riding around and pillaging their stuff. All right, that's lava. Yeah, we'll head in this direction. Stuff we can pillage over here. And over here we can do this. So, we're not getting a ton of value from these pillages, but it's a lot better than the nothing that we would be getting out of these armies otherwise. Alright, so when Ziyama gets back into our territory next turn, we gotta talk about her equipment and stuff. But that's gonna incur... There's gonna be some dust costs that we have to grapple with. Alright, so... 6 more technologies, huh? That's, it's harsh. Maybe we should just steal an Era 2 technology to get some seniority going. My concern with this is that, every time we act, there's a chance we get found out, right? We won a bunch of coin flips in a row, but we should not take that to mean that we will necessarily win this coin flip, right? Yeah, I think that's a long wait. I think that's a long wait. We're just behind, you know? Like, what we're doing now is good, but it's what we should have been doing 10 turns ago. And I don't know that we have time to catch up. I do like having watchtowers. I almost never build them myself. Hey, what is this? Oh. The tangled power of the Skyshaker facility is unleashed upon Ariga. So, what this does is it messes up the weather on the ocean. I didn't even recognize the icon because I've seen this happen so few times. Somebody has a Skyshaker facility. It is not super relevant to our goals. Pink would like bread and circuses in exchange for 12 mithrite. This is a weird deal because I don't feel like it's very valuable for me, but I don't think there's any danger in us giving bread and circuses to Pink. Strange, I also don't think bread and circuses helps Pink at all. I'm gonna refuse... Hold on. I was gonna go look at the chart, but right, we don't have a spy in Pink's territory anymore, so I have no idea what their deal is. Yeah, that's a weird deal. I mean, mithrite has a non-zero value. And I think giving bread and circuses to Pink poses 0 threat to us. So we should take this, but it's weird. It's a weird deal. They only have 1 city. They have no expansion disapproval. I don't know. Very strange. Buy this tech. Alright, so. What would be next? We need to acquire 5 more technologies from the first 3 eras. Hey, remember aquapulvistics? Honestly, doubling the dust rewards from pillaging, also pretty good. Oh, yeah, you guys need to get back over here. What is up with green? How do green and red feel about each other? Have they met? They have met now. Red is still at war with pink. Blue probably doesn't love red. I wonder if we could talk green and blue into war with red. I'm just thinking we gotta get something going here, right? What would it take to get you to declare war on red? Well, they hate that idea. Not a big shocker. Yeah, nothing even makes a dent in the bar. Alright, how about you? Yeah, these would be, at best, extremely expensive deals. And, honestly, the benefit of them might actually be very, very low. Alright, so, pillaging this watchtower would require that we stand in the lava for a long time, so that's probably a bad idea. I don't know, go get those pearls. We can pillage that village over there. There's too much lava. There's too much lava on this map. It's a real problem. Alright, so we probably want to unite these 2 armies. And then, we have to get on fighting pretty quickly, right? So, this would now be... I think we would just replace them straight up with those. It's a lot of offensive gain. We do actually lose initiative, which is definitely worth noting. You get a little bit more initiative from Palladian weapons, but we're also getting a lot less Palladian per turn. Yeah, 2 versus 6. Do we also make our mist weapons out of Palladian? Because that's a pretty significant drain on our supplies. I guess we don't really need that many mists. So maybe it's okay to do this because we're going to build them more rarely. Yeah, that's probably fine. We're going to be very Predator heavy. So, now that we have these new designs, what does retrofitting look like? Expensive. Yeah, real expensive is the answer to that question. Moving our faction quest along is also going to cost us a lot of money. Yeah, well, not all of their units are great. They sure do have a lot of them. Like, we can see 16 units right here. Both of those armies also have heroes, and another 7 units in Malantar's garrison. So it would be very difficult, I think, to declare war on Red, take some stuff, and then get them to agree to peace. Because that's what we really want. Conquering them all at once is probably a tall order, but if we could shave some of their empire off, and then get peace, and then go back to war with them again afterward, sometime afterward, that would probably be the ideal way to do this. We don't have the, we're not going to have the strength to win a protracted war, because they're going to build troops a lot more effectively than we are. We might just be screwed here. I think we're probably just screwed here. And remember, we're not going to get any health regen on the volcanic tiles either. Come on, dismiss. Alright, they are a third of the way through the Dust Victory, and I assume producing pretty quickly. We've been banned from the market and taken back to Cold War by Blue. That probably doesn't affect us at all. The fact that we're not at peace with Green is definitely affecting us more than... that is 24 units they have right there. No Loran is weak, though. Oh, we gotta talk about Ziama Adya's equipment, right. So we definitely want to modernize her armor. Keep in mind, modern here doesn't mean what it would mean in many other circumstances, because we are many eras behind. We can retrofit that guy, so we may as well. We're gonna get all of these guys retrofitted as quickly as possible. Okay, we can get you back out on the road. So you'll be ready to join up soon. No, we pretty much just like have to take... Do we have any guys in any garrisons? Nope, we are all the way out and committed. Yeah, we pretty much have to take No Loran like right away. How much time do I think we have? This is an important question. Dust. They're producing over 20,000 dust per turn. They need about 500,000 to win the game. So, we're looking at probably in the neighborhood of a 20-turn timer on the dust. Assuming they continue to gain somewhere in the neighborhood of 20, maybe a little bit less. To say nothing of the other ways that they might win. A lot of conquering has been done, but actually the Supremacy Victory is not really available to us. We'd have to find Red's original capital, take it, and then take Green's capital, and then take Blue's capital, which is not... Doing that would require us to effectively wipe out Red in the first place. And if we do that, then we're already okay. What is their abstracted military score? It's high, right? Yeah, okay, only 200,000. It's only, 50,000 times mine. It's tough to imagine... Like, we need the dust. We need it desperately. Hard to imagine me putting together an army fast enough here. Alright, who has movement left? You have movement. I don't think I want to cross over to pillage that. I think we want to just gather up over here and be, They can see this. They're probably going to respond. You're going to be able to join up next turn. I'm going to try to look like I'm not massing on No Loran's border. These guys are just here because they were pillaging. These guys are totally moving away. So if I were to attack them next turn, we have a huge amount of units here we have to get through. They're going to send something over the border to Niegor, and we can't defend it, probably. Just trying to figure out if I think there's any way out here at all. Because if not, we could just scoop and go to the next game, right? But if there is an out, I want to play to it. Let's, And we need to retrofit, right? We're a little short on Palladian. We'll be able to finish retrofitting. We'll be able to retrofit this army next turn. This army, we need a lot more dust. What if I sold this... Right, banned from the market. Never mind. What if I sold this this Mithrite to Green? Green likes us. Say I sell you some Mithrite. Oh, I can't even propose terms without us being peaceful with each other. Okay, I do need your dust. I do need all of your dust if we can make that happen. Let's see, they love glass steel. Okay, I'm down with that. We can sell you some glass steel. Anything else that I want? Adamantine and palladium. It's like, okay, what if we did give them our whole supply of glass steel? How much adamantine and palladium does that buy us? You get some blood crystal off of them? No, they're really not down to trading all of that. But some adamantine is going to be valuable. It's not very much. That's like a turn of my own mining. If I didn't take the adamantine, could I get a low-level tech, maybe? Like, aquapulvistics would be cool. No, we really can't afford... Both in terms of influence and in terms of like actually reaching a trading threshold they're comfortable with. Yeah, okay, I'll do this. That gets us the money necessary to do some retrofitting. Now here we're going to end up short... Actually, at the beginning of next turn, we will have all of those things. Right, we're getting 2 palladium per turn and 6 adamantine. So yeah, at the beginning of next turn, our armies will be as modern as we can make them. And then we go to No Loran and we claim it, and then we try to weather the storm of their many, many, many units coming at us. And if we can do that, if we can break their initial push, we might be able to scrape another city or 2 off of them. If we could get Rallian, that would be a big loss for them, although the Alchemic Institute obviously does not do a lot for us. Oof, this is gonna be hard. Yeah, we're not even Era 4 here, so like we can't afford to, we don't have the personal improved life trinkets, or... We definitely had some economic issues in the mid-game that are responsible for the position we now find ourselves in. Okay. Oh, if I had declared war last turn, I would have gotten 320 gold. I forgot all about that. I haven't declared yet. I'm kind of letting them burn out the movement on their armies first. Mist over here, who could come and join up. If he joins up, though, that army has no movement left. Right now we have half a point of movement, which is different. That is a different number. And it's important. Alright. Well, I think they've moved as much as they can. I did leave myself enough influence for a war declaration, right? No. Okay, there we go. That's weird. Yeah, you can declare... Oh, you can ask for a declaration of war on somebody else, yeah. Okay, here we go. I honestly don't think that we have any other option here, but I also think this is bad. Alright, remember we have the extra reinforcement slots here, so the second army is going to come in really quickly. We are going to have to fight one of those good dervishes, and also a Justiciar, which is bad, but, 64 damage. It's still going to hit us. 66 initiative versus our 62. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Alright, let's do it. Azema Adya is a really good fighter. Also, our initiative is higher than it looked. Oh no, our archers are still bad, but our melee troops are fast. That's actually really good. So, Azema Adya is a good fighter, and she's fast. Actually, do I want the mist over here for maximum morale ball effectiveness? Probably I do. Or, actually, it might be better to line us up like this, even. Yeah, that's fine. Because this way we're feeding off of the morale from the troops coming in on the reinforcement pads a little bit as well. Okay. Ziema Adya needs to grab that dervish, I think. Is this the dervish? Their militia are also mounted. Okay, the dervish is over there. So grab him. The assassin should grab the sisters. And then you can do that, and you can do that, and that keeps all of their units from attacking my ranged. And then we really just want to focus all of our bows on this dervish as much as possible. Keep in mind, we are unusually good at fighting things that are really tough. Okay, 141 got through his fortification in a single hit. Not bad. You can see there. Apparently this is a known issue. Sometimes that faster than shadow thing does fire through fortification, and sometimes it doesn't, and there apparently isn't much rhyme or reason as to which one you get. Alright, there you go. You stack up those marks. He has 2 health left, really? Well... I'm gonna not have Ziema Adya attack him, I think. Yeah, we'll just finish him off with a predator shot. Because if I have one of the melee attack him, then they get to deal damage 4 times this turn. But there's no reason for me to let that happen. We can endure only 3 of their attacks and then just spend 1, or not even any of their attacks, right? Because he got killed by the mist attack. I totally forgot about that. Unfortunately, this guy does get a turn. Can't stop that from happening. Ouch! And I did 0 damage. He has a lot of morale standing there in the city. Okay, so now we need to consider our influence income. Because like I said, I do not think it is a good idea. Is this? Oh yeah, Cold War is over. And I'm sure they're happy to see it, because last time somebody declared war on them, it worked out very, very well for them. So we didn't actually lose anything, but we did take quite a bit of damage. Don't have anything terribly interesting to build here, just make me a Glory of Empire. Okay, so, like I was saying, we got to talk about our influence income here, because like I said, a protracted war is likely to end in embarrassment for me. We want to strike surgically, take a couple of cities off of them, and then get peace, and then use that peacetime to prepare a little bit more, and then declare war on them again before the truce is over. And even optimally executed, all of that, I'm not sure is going to be fast enough to disrupt them, but it is the only play we have, so it's the play we'll make. Are the basic assassin designs? Yep, they are up to date. Make me one of those. So, some of these cities are going to have to go back onto influence production. A peace deal is going to be... Okay, the truce itself is actually quite cheap. Actually, terms in general are quite cheap with them at the moment. So maybe I don't need to move a lot of people over? I should move some, though. Thing is, we really have to get these done. Can Turel's people be moved over without affecting that? They can. That's good. Let's do that. Alright. The beginning of this next turn is where this is going to really hurt. Also, we do have proper roads here. We're going to have to cross some lava flow, but no, we cannot get to Rallian next turn. Also, Rallian's going to be able to benefit from Horlocken's garrison, so I don't know that we're going to be able to take it either way. Alright, so we know they have a lot of troops over here. These guys are going to sweep in, and we are going to see how this war is going to end pretty quickly, I think. This turn is going to be indicative of a lot. Sure. I'll trade you a tech for 424 dust. I have no problem with that. Alright. I was going to say, are they not going to move? Are they going to wait for me to do something? But no, they're on top of it. Let's move another Predator into this army. Get you over here so that we can start actually regenerating health again. Alright, here we go. So they are getting Melanter's garrison as reinforcements from this position. That's rough. That's probably just barely there, right? I bet this reinforcement zone goes... It goes back to here. Okay, no, it's in quite a bit. Alright, see if we can pull this off. If we can, it's a big win, and it bodes well for the continued war. I do like that we all have 1 point of fortification, which means that they have to hit us once before they actually get to start doing damage, which is great for us. This guy is all the way in the back. So I don't remember if lava does work during battle, doesn't it? So we want to make them come to us. We want to make them cross the river, because most of their troops are melee. They have to. The Kasai can shoot us from 3 spaces away. It doesn't have a lot of damage. And anywhere that it can shoot me from, I can shoot it right back at. Probably what we want to do here is let's have the Predators, some of the Predators outside the city to the north. Move you guys inside the city. Alright, we gotta be very, very careful here. Because like I said, it would be bad for us to run across the lava. We'll lose our fortification advantage. Also, they only have 1 ranged unit. So let's see, what's gonna happen? Siama Adya moves to like here maybe? Because it's better for us if they actually stop on the lava, right? This guy has 5, he's not going to go anywhere that matters. You're going to get your turn, and you have to resist the urge to run across the lava to fight the enemy. Then all hell's going to break loose. Because they're going to get in on us. What do I think this guy's going to do? This guy moves to here and attacks that archer. That's what I think. So actually, I have somebody moving here. I don't actually want to do that. Because I want... Oh, the assassin... I want this mist to move to here. Because I think that will enable an attack. And this mist... And move to here, which is a place we're not moving anybody to just yet. Sorry, here I guess is more sensible. And then I want... Which archer is this? I don't see the select... Oh, it's this one. I probably want you to move... I guess here's okay. 1, 2, 3. If there actually is an enemy there. The problem is, if no enemy moves to here, then this is a pretty bad approach. Coming through here would take a lot longer. Why can I not issue an order to you? There we go. Coming through here, it takes a little bit longer for us to be able to attack. But if there isn't an enemy in this spot consistently, this is a way better play. And they all run forward. You probably want to move forward to like there. You might want to just stay put. Some of us definitely want to just stay put. You move to here. You probably want to stay put. You probably want to stay put. Serial Astra just needs to move off of the reinforcement spot. Alright, let's see what it looks like. Let's see what next turn looks like. We'll know a lot more about how we want to move people around. Okay, interesting. So the lava's going to do a lot of work for us if we're careful. God, that was 128 damage. It only moved his bar that much. So they heal each other just by being around each other. It's going to be a little bit annoying for us. Oh, that's a shame. Alright, we're going to have to, again, command our people very carefully. So Ziyama Adya, in the interest of getting to kill stuff, moves here and attacks that guy. Hey. Sometimes, when you select a unit, you can't give it orders. And I'm not sure if that's that it's actually not receiving the orders and it's just not showing, or if it's actually not getting the orders. But if you're having that issue, you can almost always solve it by just selecting a different unit and then reselecting your initial unit. You are going to stay put. I know this sucks. It feels like we're losing some offensive potential. But a lot of these units, I really just want them to stay, like, to keep the shape, right? There are spots inside the city that have opened up, and you should move forward into them. Boy, they have haunts, huh? That is going to be a little awkward. Because we are really balled up. You guys, honestly, probably in the right spot. By the time enemies have moved forward this turn, their shape is going to be a lot more dense. Okay, you coming in off the reinforcement space. Oh man, I don't have any idea where they're going to be because they have so many moves to execute this turn. Try to move to here if you can, I guess. You are definitely in the right spot. You are in the right spot. And honestly, Serial Astra is probably in the right spot. Okay. Pretty good. Ouch. They're being smart about the lava. But if they're unwilling to just come over and stand on the lava, it's a huge benefit to us. Because we have a lot more ranged troops than they do. Yeah, like they have to actually come over here and fight us. Yeah, that's a pretty good chain lightning. That guy's got to be a high priority. Oh, 0. Must you do zeros? Yeah, see, even with this vastly advantageous terrain, I think we're going to lose this battle. You move to here. Hey, move to here and attack that guy. Then this guy moves, and who knows where he'll go. I bet he moves to here. There's a spot inside of our shape that does not have lava on it. So he probably goes there. Oh no, there's a guy there. Yeah, that's lit up as a place he can move, but there's a man standing there right now. Okay, you're probably in the right spot. You need to attack this haunt. Do not let him have his turn. He has how much health? He's 159 defense and 295 remaining health. You want to do that. Keep balling up here as much as we can. You move to here. Sorry, move to here is right, but you gotta make sure you're actually going to move. I think the rest of us are in pretty good... You probably want to stay put. I think you're in a pretty good spot. Yeah, okay. I think these are the right orders. That's a good hit. Alright, that's a reasonable trade for us. So I think we're going to get that haunt down. He's at 8 health. Okay, good claws. This terrain, like I said, is massively advantageous for us, and we're still, like, kind of just barely pulling this out. I don't want to speak too soon. We may not win this after all. Oh, really? 0? That's harsh. Yeah, and they still have more units coming in with hundreds of health. Okay, well, let's go down the line. It's probably better for you to attack that one. You're in the right spot. You're in the right spot. I think we're mostly in the places we want to be in now. And I don't know, like, where do we want to aim? Because even these units who are in the right spot, I should be giving them targets, right? Yeah, burn the militia. Well, the militia are not valuable targets, are they? Because we're not going to be able to siege that city this turn. Actually, maybe we will. My plan wasn't to go after it. No, we're too far away. So no, the militia are non-priority targets. We want to target other people. We want to kill real units. Shooting at a justice here feels weird. You should aim at something else. That guy is outside of your range. Ah, he won't be, though. In fact, you should both shoot at him, because he's definitely going to be in range by the time we get our turn. Just in case, he probably will be dead by then. And I guess you actually are shooting at Justiciars, because we don't want you to move. Just in case. I mean, this guy's not going to get to choose his action, right? He's going to be committed by the enemy. And Syria Alastra. Alright, let's see how things turn out here. Yeah, Ziema Adya is running around just, like, brutalizing people. It did not close in on us quite as much as I thought he would. I guess I didn't count the number of forest spaces there. Okay, she finally got that kill. It is nice to be able to get rid of that guy before he got any attacks or stuns off, though. Yeah, see, our shape is falling apart here. We no longer have enough units to sustain it. So even with this very, very advantageous terrain, we're not able to hold them. Let's see. This guy's early in the turn order. He's going to get to pick an archer. This guy's early in the turn order. He's going to get to pick an archer. Actually, he doesn't really have a lot of options, just because of the way their units are positioned. We're doomed. Okay, well, you know, we gave it a shot. So this is probably an okay time to start talking about what went wrong. I didn't want to divert my focus too much while we still had a chance. Ooh, stuns. I am pleased with how this battle went generally, though. I think we were at a massive, massive disadvantage here, and this was good use of terrain. I'm pleased with my performance here, if not in the game overall. So, I think the biggest thing that went wrong for us this game... Oh, no. The men have run into the lava. The biggest thing that went wrong for us this game is that I did not control our approval level well while we were expanding through the mid-game. I completely crashed our economy by having us spend so long at unhappy. So better management of approval is going to have to be a big part of the next game. And just in general, economic concerns are what sank us here. So we have to do a couple of things. Number one, important thing to recognize, we paid way more attention to influence this game, and we still kind of didn't have enough influence. These guys are... Anybody that you're doing a lot of espionage with is going to be influence hungry, but because we're reliant on espionage for a lot of our technology, we are even influence hungrier than most spying factions would be. And I think at this point we can probably just scoop it up. There's no way that I'm going to come out of this now. We just lost basically our whole army. Yeah, I'm not going to bother playing any further here. We have definitely lost this one, because this war needed not to be a war where we got an incremental advantage. We needed to take 3 cities off of them, get to peace, and then have another very successful war in 10 turns. And we've lost too many people for that to happen. So, economic problems really are what sunk us here. We need to have a much, much stronger dust push coming through the mid-game. And like I said, we are now getting there. But honestly, I said, like, this is what we needed to be doing 10 turns ago. It's probably more true that this is what we needed to be doing 30 turns ago. Maybe even earlier. We had a good mid-game, and then I let us break down economically through the... We had a good early, I let us break down economically through the mid-game, leading to us still being in the mid-game at turn 91, against an opponent who is, I would say, ahead of pace. Probably, we will not see... AIs be so close to winning the game at turn 90 all that often. Yeah, this is just a rough one. I need to do a much better job stewarding our economy. Dust and influence are of incredibly high importance with these guys. That said, this was a cool game. Some fun stuff happened here. I've never seen an AI player get taken apart quite the way Purple got taken apart here. That sort of like piranha thing that happened to them. That was really neat to see. So I think this is where we're going to scoop it up for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time, tomorrow. There's going to be an episode tomorrow. I know that this is actually going up on Friday, but this is only the 4th episode of the week because I'm still kind of getting it back together. So there will be one more episode. And if you didn't see, they announced a new expansion. They announced that a new expansion is coming out in 6 days. So we have 6 days to get through this next game before it's time for a new faction and all kinds of new mechanics, and I cannot believe they are still making Endless Legend in the year of our Lord 2019. It's a crazy world, but I'm very excited. I'm very excited about a new thing. So, one more forgotten game, then Symbiosis comes out, the new expansion, and I don't know what we're going to do. The plan for this series was to get 1 win with each faction with the Inferno mechanics. Obviously, that's a little disrupted now. I'll think about it. So, come back tomorrow. Another forgotten game is beginning, and we'll see you then.